He's off to prison now for the rest of his life, as long as that might be at the age of 83. It follows years on the run as a fugitive and then his capture in California. Here's the breakdown now. Bulger was found guilty of racketeering acts, the umbrella charge that includes the murders of 11 people. He was found not guilty in 8 other deaths, and there was no finding in the murder of Deborah Davis, the one-time girlfriend of longtime henchman Stephen the Rifleman Flemmy, who testified against him. Bulger's lawyers say they plan an appeal. We're digging deeper now with our NBC 10 legal analyst, Mark Dana. Mark, you've been following this case. Here's what I think. I think Whitey beat the system. He's 83 years old. How do you punish a man that old?
Well,
you get a couple of years?
Probably a couple years. I mean, whatever he gets, it's going to be life. Life could be 2 years, it could be 5 years for him. But the fact of the matter is, this jury thought deep and hard about the various acts that constituted the racketeering, and racketeering carries life.
It's a verdict for the records, for the story. This is how it ended. They got him on paper. But at 83 years old, he lived, he killed, he had his fun, he was on the run. I mean, it's a shame it ends that way.
It is a shame, and it's a shame for the families of the victims. Although they got their day, many of them got their day, some not guilty. But at the end of the day, he is going to prison, and for all of what people say about the system worked. It's just his age that's going to be a factor as to that.
Now, with some not guilty counts along the way, that tells me the jury did a methodical job, that they weren't going to just say, look, we got him on this, just give him the whole basket here. They went through every count and said, no, the government didn't make its case here.
Absolutely. What's interesting about the racketeering charge is the government had to prove that there were 2 overt acts in furtherance of the enterprise.
Right.
The 2 acts, they said, could be any 2 acts you want. We have 33 to pick from. And what the jury did, Gene, was very interesting. They didn't just say yes to everything. They picked some and they didn't pick some. And in one instance, Davis, they found no finding at all. So they really did their homework on this one.
Well, the lawyers say they'll appeal. What might the grounds for an appeal be here?
It looked about as clean a trial as you could get. I really don't see it. Not being in the courtroom every day, it's hard to say, but it certainly doesn't appear that there's going to be any meritorious appeal.
All right, Mark Dana, our NBC 10 legal analyst. Mark, thanks.
Thank you, Gene.
Okay.